Okay, so cool and unique scouting positions. Let's have a look. So, Westfield isn't exactly known for huge scouting potential. Generally speaking, the two bushes that are used are these bushes, which are barely 10 meters ahead of where mediums tend to congregate behind you, waiting for a push on the flank. And the middle is a huge amount of low ground, very dense in foliage, and naturally quite bad for sightlines and therefore bad for scouting. But luckily, both sides just happen to have trees in almost perfect positions for slightly more advanced scouting. If you knock these trees down facing forward and sit in them, they provide adequate cover and exceptional vision, even providing spots into the middle of the map as well. Combine that with the fact that these are infrequently used positions, meaning you're less likely to be blind fired or harassed, and you've got a sexy scouting location. Believe it or not, Highway is a map where you can utilize similar areas from both spawns to be effective at scouting. I'm talking about the 8 line. Now, due to this land being far more open to fire from the southwestern base than the northeast, that very much dictates how you approach it, and I'm going to talk on that because it's a huge part of scouting on this map. When trying to use this area coming from the north, stick in the tree line, and if you get spotted, immediately turn into the town and fall back. This pulls you out of line of fire. However, if you're doing it going in from the southwest, go down the hill, sticking to the road. This keeps your speed and vision over the middle up, so that you can see any opposing light tanks and make sure it's clear, hopefully. Then, when you get almost parallel to this line of foliage, approach through it up until you're almost under their hill. Now, I very often, when I see people doing this maneuver, for some goddamn reason that I don't understand, when they get spotted, they make a categorical mistake of doing something like this. This is dumb. Not only does it distance you from the land cover, providing the enemy easier shots, but it also puts the foliage of these trees in between you and the enemy that might poke on the ridge line, meaning that they can shoot you in the ace without getting spotted. No, instead, what you should do if you are spotted here is realise that the land around here actually offers more cover than all the movement in the world ever will. Both the elevated road in the middle and the fact that the enemy are above you to such an extent means that they will have to expose themselves to shoot you. Assuming that you have adequate fire support from the southwest, it's best to, if you get spotted in these areas, wait to go unspotted. Stick yourself up right under them and they will find it very hard to dig you out without dying in the process. Running away actually plays more into their hands in that situation unless there's a tank directly in the middle or some nuanced situation like that. Your end game positions on this map are from the north. If in a tank with really good camo, you can make your way into the bushes on the highway line. Right? If you can manage that, it provides awesome information for your team, as you can see in this game where I got to murder the arty, which was very satisfying. And from the southwest, your aim is to occupy bushes up here, offering sightlines on those camping in the enemy base. Here's an odd one, and it's odd because it's a location that will not bring you massive amounts of spotting damage, or XP, or credits, or recognition. As far as World of Tanks is concerned, this position is shit. However, what the bush at A1 does offer is in truth very valuable. Now, World of Tanks only awards spotting damage if someone inflicts damage on a vehicle that they themselves cannot spot. In a heavy tank engagement such as you'll find over here, the ranges are close enough that when the damage is done, everyone can spot targets under their own power, hence 0 spotting damage will be awarded to you. Still, by being here, not only do you offer the potential for a hilarious ambush, Have a great day. You also provide your team with perpetual awareness, allowing them to always know exactly when an enemy is going to poke, exactly when they're relocated, etc. This is especially true when you spawn southwest, as you can also spot the enemy hanging up here. So, if you don't care about stats, and you just want to win, try that location out. Airfield is just begging to have some misinformed light tank YOLO the beeline and then get splashed to death by Arty or KV2s. However, if you are fast enough, brave enough, stupid enough, and you have very good camo, you can go here. Now, what this position does is it gives you perfect sightlines onto the popular medium tank camping spot, the balcony, allowing Archie and anyone else to pound on them mercilessly. Also, from the west spawn, you can actually spot all the heavies approaching the flank too. Now, do note, this is an extremely dangerous position. It is quite common to be spotted when you're approaching it, and under that circumstance, it's extremely important that you hold your nerve, such as you see in this game when I was spotted getting to it quite early. Now, I'll go ahead and give a minor spoiler. I got 6,000 spotting damage in that game. On airfield. And if that's not worth the like and subscribe, then I don't know what is. How about this game where I capped an entire encounter cap circle with the enemy team in it? That's a laugh. I realised I was pointing at the wrong corner of the screen. It's actually over here. And if you'd like to see this airfield game in full to see how sexy this position really is, that'll be linked in the description. Ghost Town, although featuring some open spaces, is not a scouting map primarily. However, there are two spots I believe have merit. However, both of them are only really applicable to the assault game mode. And if you have assault turned off, why? It's like 3 Colabanos medals. Anyway, on a defensive assault, there's a small bush on the A line that provides an elevated view down that flank, allowing fire support behind you to get to work. Vice versa, on offensive assault, if you are very fast and you have good camo, and I mean very good camo, you can do this. This provides good sightlines onto the back of the town and into the low ground of this flank, also putting you in a good position to progress into more advanced bushes when appropriate. On Pilsen, there's a line of bushes along here, very useful from the northern spawn. For example, here's us using them to anally perforate a shit barn.
Good question, Rumbug. I don't...
Wait for it.
Ay.
59 meters.
Very close.
59.
Don't touch my circle. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Holy shit.
Oh no! I'm lit. I'll move.
Kill him! I'm hitting Tannis! Why am I hitting Tannis? Kill it, quick!
I'm ready.
Kill it! It missed! Okay, alright, Euro, we go to cap, Link to that game in the description. But more excitingly, possibly the most dangerous location in this video for potentially the smallest payoff, the tiny bush by this pillar is an option for southern scouting. I don't recommend trying it, but if you got balls, god damn, that's a scouting location. So it is becoming a theme of these videos that I end them with something funny and stupid that will help no one in no way ever. When Wargaming updated Redshire to HD, it seems they forgot to remove the camo values of this formerly much bigger bush, meaning I can completely conceal myself in the equivalent of a salad. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. It's been a pleasure having you. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like. Check out the Learn to Play While the Tanks playlist up here. It has all sorts of videos like these. I'm gonna stuff them in there. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, come and check out my stream on Twitch. I do lots of stupid shit like sitting bushes and Kaplan and then Team Killian somehow. It's a good laugh.